You're kidding me.
Oh my God, that's it?
So, at the end of this, like, there's going to be another episode.
Yeah.
Nothing got buttoned up.
I mean, that's
Nothing.
it. It's
Dude,
just 8
Ugas.
episodes.
It's right.
It's just 8 episodes. It's just 8 episodes.
Welcome to GVSV.
Welcome back to GVSV. This is Alex and Carl, and we are here to watch the last episode of Season 3, Heartstopper. Apart.
But this could quite possibly be the last episode. Because as of right now, even though there's rumors, as we would call it, scuttlebutt, about Season 4, that's all we have.
That's all we have.
It's scuttlebutt. So, potentially, this is the last episode
Of Heartstopper. Which means I'll just have to rely on the books to fill in the future.
But there is 2 more pieces of content we have to record.
Ah, yes. We will need everyone's help.
And we haven't mentioned it once.
I was thinking about this after the last episode ended. I sat there and I was like, I forgot to ask for additional comments and questions. So if you guys are here, definitely give us some additional comments and questions below. Not just this episode, but all of the episodes in Season 2 and Season 3, because we're going to pull that together. We're going to do a Q&A just like we did for Season 1. And I think it's just a nice way to put a capstone on each season.
Yep. Absolutely.
So I've already the numberings, our numbering convention has already accounted for.
See, we learned from the first part.
Of course.
It's a learning experience for us. But before we get into this,
yes,
all right, which could be the very last episode that we react to, period, for Heartstopper.
True.
Let's talk a little bit about it. So this was the piece of content that you wanted to kick our channel off with, because you want to create content that you would consume.
That's pretty much what I've told everyone that has asked me about this channel. Was the only thing that I did was make something that I knew I myself would have watched. And if it wasn't for the fact that we were creating this content, I would have probably spent all of my free time watching other React videos about this season coming out as it came out.
Right. And while we're not a React channel,
no,
it was a really cool way to start off. It exposes me to a TV show that I would never have watched.
Yes.
Because I'm such a prolific non-consumer of digital media.
True. But I will say I am very grateful for you to have pivoted as hard as you did early on in this channel, because originally we had an entire schedule mapped out for like the first couple months. It was going to be each Friday for September was going to be Season 1 of Heartstopper, and then from after that it was going to be Top Gun, and then whatever else it was that we filled into our calendar, and then all of our
different types of media would be podcasting, which we're still going to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like and it was supposed to be like Tuesday, Fridays. It was Fridays were going to be like our React content, and then Tuesdays were going to be mostly podcasting. But anything else that we felt kind of fit within our,
kind of scope.
But from a veteran's perspective.
But we've just really done React content for the last 2 months.
For the last 2 months? Yeah. And I will say that, I'm very grateful to you for allowing me the opportunity to have this experience with you.
Look, when we started putting it out, and I mean, out of the gate, people could tell this is not my jam.
Yeah.
And they were critical of it. But by and large, people were just gravitating towards it.
Yes.
And I went to you. I was like, well, we have to do season 2.
And I sat there and all of a sudden my mind just kind of melted and I was like, wait, you're asking for more of this? Like I was thinking like this was all I was going to get away with. I was like, maybe somewhere down the line, I can maybe sneak in another season or two, but no, the fact that you took to it and liked it and asked for more, for me was heart-stopping.
Well, I mean, it wasn't just for me, all right? Just as, obviously as everybody's watched, the show's growing on me, as the characters have, all right? But it's like, people want this.
No, I understand.
They want this content, and I'm not going to stand in the way of that.
Yes.
Because it's not like I absolutely hate it.
Yes.
All right. But it's also like, hey, they want these other things, Alex. We have to do red, white, and royal blue, right?
We
have to do that.
We
have to.
Okay, so at the very beginning of Heartstopper, I said that the reason that I wanted us to start with Heartstopper was because it was an example of queer joy.
Yeah.
Whereas most other gay media historically is tragic.
Okay.
Red, white, and royal blue is another example of, I want to say, queer joy, but more from a comedic, it's definitely a rom-com. It is. Sorry. I'm sorry. But it's only
I don't like rom-coms.
Yes, but it's
I don't like dramas, but whatever.
Exactly.
We're gonna throw some Carl shit in there.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm
good. No. And I don't mean we're gonna splice in some other content. Which we are, because we have to.
We have to do Top Gun. We've been talking about that for months.
But of course, I'm gonna bust chops.
That's fine.
As I've been doing for the last 2 months.
Of course.
But it was we've watched these characters develop. There's no way they're tying it all together in one more episode. They have
this is going to be a cliff. This has to be a cliffhanger, because the thing is that
which sucks.
Which sucks, because if there's no future season, then there you go. Read the books if you want to know what happens.
It feels very, very, very Game of Thrones ish.
Oh,
like they just hurried shit together. I hope what I hope for out of this episode is that they leave threads out there, and so there's season 4. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay. I am not going to conduct myself during this episode like there's going to be another one.
Okay. Yeah.
So I guess there needs to be some sort of finality, just in case there isn't, because I don't want to, give up hope.
I mean, I was like,
no, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's a book. We have a book club too.
Oh wait, no, this is this winter. I was like, where'd Nick and Charlie go? Oh wait, that's right. I put it up on the shelf.
Yeah, it's like so. We're gonna keep Heartstopper.
Yep.
Because the iPad decided it didn't like.
Maybe the iPad doesn't like the cold.
No, it's you know what it is. It's us having 10-minute intros where that thing is sitting.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Okay.
That's on me. So
it's on both of us.
It's on both of us.
It's. I mean, this is important. We started this channel from zero.
Yeah.
2
months ago.
2 months ago, we're at 801, 802 subscribers
as of this
right
morning.
Now, yeah. Tens of thousands of watch hours.
Oh yeah.
And
that's all thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for you, coming back and consuming, we wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah. So
thank you.
Yeah, really, thank you.
Yeah.
We're going to continue to make content that you want to see, and maybe your friends want to see, and other folks want to see,
and additional feedback.
Yeah,
all of those comments and recommendations. I saw one the other day for, what was it? Fellow Strangers, which I sat there.
Never even heard of.
No, but it's the show that Jonathan Bailey was in. That history guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But again, it's not just the TV show content you guys look forward to. I know
Yeah.
a bunch of your gamers.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do Last of Us.
Last
Right.
of Us.
I mean-
Mario Kart.
Really? Okay.
Yes!
We'll do Mario Kart.
Listen,
I've never done it, but whatever.
listen. If we're gonna play it, we're gonna record it.
But Last of Us is coming up in 2025.
Yes. So
Right? There's
I
a
feel
TV
like,
show.
Yeah.
There's games behind it. I think there's enough desire for us to put that content out.
yeah, of course.
All right, and plus it pushes us both outside of our comfort zones.
Well, I mean, to play the
Fucking
game,
horror.
yes, and mushrooms.
Oh, my mushrooms. It's up in my food. But I mean, horror? No. But we'll figure out that content. We'll get that going.
That'll be interesting.
That'll
That'll
be
be
fun.
interesting. Okay,
Anyway,
ready?
here we go. 12-minute intro.
Again.
Here we go.
Well, at least we didn't go off the rails this time.
That's the name of our podcast, Off the Rails.
That's the name of our unaired episodes.
Yep. Here we go. Last time.
1, 2, 3.
Let's
Go. Wait, are we just taking up from where we left off?
I expected to happen today.
Can't believe we waited so long.
Oh my god.
Why?
Nick.
Why are we like this?
Nick.
Why are we like this? Aw, I love that. That's a callback to every goofy time they've had.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, I loved every second of what just happened.
Me too. Although, I feel like we're going to have to practice.
Oh yeah.
lot.
Loads of practice.
Yeah.
Absolutely loads of practice.
I'm happy for them.
You think it counts as sex?
I
It's
think.
just touching.
Ooh.
I think it counts. I think sex can be all sorts of things.
Still loads of things we could do.
I just noticed the marks on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I've been researching. Okay, maybe a little bit.
I'm going to look at your internet history. Absolutely.
That's dangerous.
Charlie.
That's dangerous. Oh no. The universities.
And there's that
Yeah.
crash.
Oh, of course.
Me and the girls were gonna go on a little road trip. Been kind of worried about being away from you.
Oh, that's gonna add more pressure and guilt.
I'll help you study.
You have your GCSEs to prepare for?
Just thinking, who's helping who study here?
I don't think no one's studying. This is just an excuse to make out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your mum?
Well,
my
get
God.
your clothes on.
Don't freak out.
Nick.
You've hung out here
Where are my
before.
jeans? Where are my
Why are you so
jeans?
stressed out about it?
Where are they?
That's cute. Mom's not going to catch him because she's not in the season.
I love you.
I love you.
I remember when it was so hard for them to say it. Apart. I'm just pausing it at the title card because it's a good in between. So now Charlie's coming home after having that blow up with his mom.
Okay.
And I don't know. I wonder if we're just going to like skip that or if that's going to be an issue.
Who knows? They've skipped things that I thought they shouldn't have in this series. And they lingered on things that didn't make sense to the story, but didn't move the story along.
Yes.
You know, nice to know. Did nothing for the story. There's so much to get to in this episode. I don't know that I would think that sequence wouldn't move the story forward.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, because I think that would just add conflict where we don't need conflict.
Yeah, they have stories to get to.
They have enough other conflict that's going to, yes, obvious, of course. Yes. Let's go.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Don't look at me like that. You come home in Michael's clothes all the time.
That's different.
That's
Well,
different.
no, it's not.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, she just got very flustered.
Yeah, coming home in Nick's clothes. They had a conversation.
Good.
Better late than never.
I'll leave you two to talk.
I don't understand their relationship.
Neither do I.
Whatever.
It's
There's no co-parenting here.
I'm sorry I snapped. I can be overbearing. My mum was a bit like this too.
Yeah.
She was controlling and sometimes. Anyway,
No, say it.
Come like her, but I think in some ways,
I have.
maybe I have.
You're not like her.
God. Trust me, to this day, there are moments when I get frustrated, and the first thing that comes to my mind are the hurtful things that my dad said to me, and I'm like a hair's breadth from saying it at someone else. And I'm like, oh.
I hate being right sometimes.
What?
I called that.
Oh, no, I know you called that.
I hate being right sometimes.
But I'm just saying, like, I empathize with Charlie's mom right now because I know what it's like to grow up and to realize so much of that, I don't want to say hostile, but so much of that upbringing is now inside of you.
Yeah. And now, not that you didn't understand, but maybe the context in the way I parent to the girls
Mm-hmm.
makes a little more sense. Because I know that people told me that I was tough on them in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
which, yes, I was. But also, they grew up with an emotion available, strong male in the family,
Mm-hmm.
their immediate family, who is very much in love with their mother, and they get to see that on the daily.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to decide. If not you, then who? Who's going to stop it? Just because it is done to us does not give us the right or authority to do it to others.
I don't think that's probably one of the reasons that I'm having to hold myself back so often, because it's not who I want to be, but for whatever reason, it's the first thing that comes to mind. Like I'll sit there and things will make me angry and upset and frustrate me, and the first thing that wants to come out of my mouth are the things that my father used to say to me. The first thing that comes to mind. I expect so little of you, Alex, and I get even less. I hear myself saying that in my mind to people in my life right now, to this day. And I'm like this close to saying it, and I just like swallow it up. And it's my dad's words at me wanting to come out when I feel hurt.
Hurt people, hurt people.
Hurt people, hurt people. And Charlie's mom was hurt. And the thing is, like, we met her during Christmas. The first words out of her mouth
It was something nasty.
was something nasty directed at Tori.
Yep.
It's like, why the hell did you cut your hair? Like,
And when we saw it, we're like, oh, well, that's why mom's this way.
oh yeah, obviously.
You know?
Yeah. And then the thing is, you know, she did not want to grow up to be like her. But
That takes awareness.
that takes awareness.
That
Yes.
takes action.
Yes.
That takes work.
Yes. And I will say, like, even in Tori's book, she's in the introduction of her mother, she says, I think the reason that I don't get along with my mom is because I am so much like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here we are.
I know you worry about me, and I know that I've been ill, but I just want to live my life like a normal teenager.
I would feel much less worried about you if you waited a few more weeks, just till your GCSEs are over.
It's not a
Can that
big
be our
ask.
compromise?
I mean, you already got what you wanted. You don't need a sleepover.
For real.
Why are you wearing your boyfriend's sweatshirt? That glowing feeling. GCSE prep?
Look at
What are you talking about?
It happened
happened, Annette?
Isaac. Always attentive.
I was like, look at him.
Wait, we're supposed to be studying? Oh, that's right.
Look at him getting to the band.
Sahar asked him.
But he said no in the beginning.
Is that your mom?
Jesus Christ.
You'll definitely be
No,
back
her.
straight
Not for nothing.
What?
Not for nothing. It's a tiny ass car.
It is a tiny ass car. But I just realized something.
What's that?
I remember this sequence coming up as far as the road trip with Nick and Tara and I think one other person. Imogen wasn't there. And the only reason I say that is because Imogen is a character that was created by the show.
Ooh.
And the thing is that I feel like she has grown and developed and integrated into the cast so well.
Okay, I didn't know she was not.
No,
part canon.
she came in through this media, not through the original. But I find it so funny to see her, like, yeah, you know what? Like at first she came across a little snooty.
Yep.
And I just feel like she's really folded into this friend group.
She has.
Yes.
That's a real small car.
Ready for a road trip in a really small car?
No. Look at that.
I know.
He's going to pack that car full and look, oh, there's not enough room. Of course.
Our bun slots at 4 p.m.
I'll be there.
Oh, that's right.
Nick, come on. We gotta get going.
Charlie is performing, and Nick needs to get back in time for the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally only 15 minutes away from your house.
Yep.
I don't want to stay in Truham. I want to go somewhere new.
Same. I don't want to go somewhere with a big queer scene.
What did you like about Kent?
Close to Charlie.
What about when Charlie goes to uni the next year?
Good
question. Very good question.
You don't mind sharing with me?
Girls and boys can just be friends.
Weird how I used to like you.
That's
Oh,
weird.
Not weird.
You're making it weird.
Very.
Say it.
I'm not sure I did like you.
Okay.
Explain.
I think I kind of
She liked the idea.
pressure to have a boyfriend. I don't think I've ever liked a boy,
Aww.
actually. Sorry, that probably makes no sense.
Hug her.
I get it.
Who even am I?
You're my friend.
That's exactly what she needed. That was sweet.
What a gorgeous building.
Oxford?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we watched a movie that took place here once.
Yeah?
Yeah. Back in high school. I made you watch Maurice. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
I think I kind of hate it.
I think I kind of hate it.
I have no idea what I'm going to do with my life.
I think I want the uni experience, you know? I have no idea what I'd do with a year off.
I'm sure you and Charlie would think of a few things.
Well,
Oh.
What? Tal mentioned you two have been keeping each other entertained.
Nicholas, tell us everything right now. You don't have to. No.
Tell me more.
This is so embarrassing.
Oh, there's so much involved.
Okay. So, I remember in high school, and I don't know if this has anything to do with my upbringing, but my mother had instilled in me in this very young age that the only reason to be embarrassed is if you've done something wrong. Right?
I mean, logically, sure, but
yeah,
that's not
but
the
listen,
way it works.
listen. That was mom's logic, and that was something that she had instilled in me from a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came to, I don't know, being a teenager and having to buy condoms, I had absolutely no qualms about literally just walking into the CVS and like just grabbing them off the shelf and just walking up to the register, paying for it and walking out. And I remember there was this one day where I was picking them up with a friend and she was like, oh, hey, can you get me some? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. So I go inside and then I come outside and guess what? She's standing there with like 2 other people from our school, and these 2 other girls are like oh, hey, Alex, can you go back inside and get us some? So now I go back inside, and now I'm like, this is the fourth time. No, this is the third time. No, this is the second time, but for like the fourth purchase that I'm at the register purchasing condoms, and I step outside. There's one other person. Why are these people hanging out on the corner outside of CVS?
I couldn't tell you.
Exactly. So then I had to go in for a third time.
And this is before frickin' cell phones.
Oh yeah, no.
How
People were on their way home from school. We were just on our way home from school, and we were walking down Main Street, and they just happened to see each other.
That's ridiculous.
It was hilarious because I have no idea what the cashier was thinking, but here's this guy who just came in for the third time buying 5 packs of condoms.
I didn't have problems buying condoms because I didn't want kids. So
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can be embarrassed about it, whatever.
Well, the thing is, condoms were expensive.
Yep.
Once I started hanging out in gay spaces, free condoms were like plentiful. Like there was always like fish bowls full of just like free condoms. Like even to this day, I know that whenever I would go to the hair salon that my husband goes to get his haircut, in the bathroom is a giant fishbowl just filled with like lubes, condoms, like dental dam, like everything. It's in Hell's Kitchen, which is ever since the West Village kind of like got gentrified, Hell's Kitchen became the new neighborhood.
Wild.
I know. But still, like,
wild.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, like,
is that like the only space you think where frickin'
what, free condoms
like that exists?
Like what?
Just out and about.
What, free condoms?
Yeah. I've gotten 0 free condoms in my fucking life.
Really?
0.
Really?
0.
Really?
0.
What?
0. I've purchased every fucking condom I've ever used.
Wow. No, like once I hit my late teen years and I started hanging out at the LGBT center, and I would go to like the weekly youth group on Saturdays. This was also
those spaces.
Yes, but this was also like the mid 90s.
Okay.
So like every single session, like every single weekly meeting was like an hour long, but I want to say at least 15 to 20 minutes of it was devoted to, hey, take care of yourself, fucking wrap it up. Be like it was just this non-stop barrage of like, hey, you guys need to like take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And as part of this exercise or discussion, this giant punch bowl, like bigger than you, like we literally just like hands it off between each other, just like filled to the rim. And like they were constantly encouraging us to just like grab handfuls and like fill up your pockets, fill up your backpack, fill up your whatever, just like take as much as you can.
Pay for every single condom.
Okay. There you go.
Not seen
free condoms
anywhere.
Yeah.
Ever.
No, there's just a lot of LGBT spaces that mostly just gay spaces. I mean, makes sense. But a lot of the gay spaces that I frequented over the course of my life, that was just, with the exception of one. There was always like free condoms.
Anyway.
Condoms.
I hate you guys so much.
That was great.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
You'll be fine, Charlie. We'll all be there cheering you on. Oh.
Hugs.
What? Where's my hug?
Come here, then.
I just don't think I tell you enough how important you are to me.
Guys, we have a band practice, so can we...
What's this song even about, Sahar?
I thought it was about Imogen.
Oof.
Just because we kissed doesn't mean we found the one like you guys have.
It's definitely about Imogen.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the point.
Okay, it's about her. That's not the point.
I can't
wait for my exam to be over today. Really nervous about this band performance. I'm staying over at yours tomorrow night, if you want.
That's right, because exams are over.
Hello everyone, welcome to Leeds University. My name is Will,
Yeah.
and these are our main sports facilities. Should we go and have a look at the rugby pitch? Yeah, sure. Yeah, come on, let's go.
Yeah, I think this just became his top pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
My partner's actually on one of the teams. Josh!
You've been much more upbeat these past couple of months.
Do you think I'll ever get to the point where I don't have any intrusive thoughts or anything?
But you shouldn't feel that any wobbly moments you have are a failure. They're just normal.
I think I've realised that even though I love Nick, I need other people.
Smart.
Very smart.
And that doesn't mean our relationship isn't strong. In fact, I think we're stronger now than ever.
You're going to need it because he's going.
Wait, what?
So you're going to need it because he's a going.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's the right decision for him.
Of course.
Especially since you think in a year, Charlie's going to be looking at university as well.
Exactly.
And nothing's going to say they're even going to be able to get into the same university.
Much less the fact that if Nick were to stay local, does that mean that Charlie would be then pressured to also stay local?
100% he'd feel that pressure.
No, yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like, but then there's going to be his own, his own internal turmoil with respect to like, hey, I could also go here and I would rather go there.
Yep.
No, but as far as what he was talking about right there, I don't know if I'm frozen or just blanking.
You're blanking. It's important for him to have people outside of his relationship that he can talk to and rely on. I mean, because
I think for all relationships,
100%, because sometimes there's going to be something going on in that relationship that you're going to need to talk to somebody about, because that's just life, isn't it?
Yes, but I feel like okay, fine. I've experienced way too many times in my own personal life where my primary relationship ends up becoming or feeling like it's become my only relationship.
Yeah, that's problematic.
That is very problematic. And I know that, the interpersonal relationships that I have outside of my primary relationship are probably what helped my primary relationship succeed.
Yeah.
Because I think it's unfair of me to expect any one person to be my everything, because
it's possible.
Huh?
It's impossible.
It is impossible, which is why it's a horrible.
Even twins are different humans.
Yes.
So not everybody's going to check off all the boxes for the other person.
Well, I don't think twins want to be around each other forever either.
I'm just saying these two folks are, biologically identical.
Yes.
All right. As close as two humans can ever get to being the same.
And they're still individuals.
Still vast individuals.
Exactly. But just simply, yeah. It's good that Charlie realizes here and now that he needs to maintain his support network outside of Nick.
Yeah.
Because if he neglects the other people in his life for the sake of Nick, he is going to feel lost in the absence of Nick.
Yeah. And if anything were to happen to that relationship,
yes,
he'd be on an island.
Of course.
And that's a bad place to be.
Especially for someone in his condition.
Any condition.
Yes.
Humans are social.
I 100% agree with you, but that much harder on someone who is where he's at.
Sure. I don't want to shortchange him, but yes.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
So, great day, great school. I definitely want to go here, but it's the furthest university.
Oh.
Is that by car?
Yeah.
Oh, that's That's a trek. Listen, I used to drive 8 hours each way to visit a boyfriend once a month. I understand.
That's just down to Washington, D.C.
I mean, that's pretty much the distance between here and Syracuse. I mean, I used to drive it all the time.
What I'm saying is that's a weekend, bruh. You know, freaking you get off of school on a Friday. You're there Friday night, dinner. Saturday, Sunday morning you leave.
Yeah, and then you've had absolutely zero time to do all the things that you need to do for school that weekend.
Look, I mean, that's why you hammer down on, Monday through Thursday, get everything done.
It's not always possible.
Nope. And that's where there needs to be flexibility.
Yeah, I know.
Right? But you're talking to a guy who would drive from Jacksonville, North Carolina, back to Bergen County, New Jersey to see a Pretty Little Something.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I've
for the weekend,
driven...
and I was not supposed to do that, but I did it anyway.
Yes. No, but I get it because I mean, I used to, like I said, I drive from Va Beach to Pittsburgh at least once a month.
Yeah.
And it was a trek.
Sure.
And I mean, that was most of my weekend right there.
Yeah.
Like 16 hours.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I know. But the thing is, I did it because I was happy with the person that I was with.
Yep.
And, it was, we do what we need to do. We do what we need to do to live the life we want to live.
Yeah. But, I mean, 4.5 hours, that's doable.
It's doable at that stage in my life, but not if I was a student. Not if I wanted to get the grades that I wanted to get in the institution that I was at.
Nope. Just saying it's doable.
Oh, I understand it's doable, but sleep, socialize, study, pick two.
I'm the wrong person to ask that.
No, I understand that. But that was a mantra that we'd have at grad school. Was sleep, socialize, study, pick two. Because that was the iron triangle for us. Was you can only you're only gonna be able to get two of these, so you're going to have to sacrifice the third.
Yeah.
And I knew plenty of people who that was it. It was school, like that was it. It was school and sleep. That was their entire life. And at the end of it all, yeah, fine. You got good grades, but it doesn't say MBA with a D. Like,
You really like Leeds?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Look, if I move away, it'll hurt Charlie.
Oh, you're a bit of a people pleaser. He needs to hear this.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
I know how you feel about long distance.
Long distance is horrible.
I know.
I'm afraid of being away from him. I don't know who I am without him.
Maybe it's time to find out.
Yeah.
More good advice. Good job, ladies.
Nick also needs to find that support system outside of his primary relationship.
That's new.
Yeah. Good. Some self-confidence. So something that'll cover my arms or something that won't.
I'm ready.
Good boy.
Wow, look. She noticed right away.
Mm-hmm.
That version is so cool.
The others better hurry up if they want to make the concert on time. Okay, first the... Cheers to that.
Michael.
Hey, Michael. I think Tori's with my parents.
She's avoiding me. May have posed the question about us being boyfriend and girlfriend. We should have a conversation about it, but now...
She's avoiding you.
I wish I hadn't said anything.
Do you want me to go and find her?
Socially awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Holden.
Not him. Oh, there she is.
Michael's looking for you. Where are we going? So you don't want to be Michael's girlfriend?
We're not a couple.
And how do you feel?
I don't ever feel anything.
That's not
Me,
true.
you both, sister.
You feel so much.
You do feel so much.
Yeah.
Just tucked inside.
Exactly.
I understand what that's like.
Sometimes it's allergies.
Don't use your crap on me. I wish I was like you.
Whether you want to be Michael's girlfriend or not, it doesn't matter. You have so much love to give. I'm okay now, Tori. Yeah, I'll still have bad days, but I'm okay.
Yeah, I think she needed to hear that.
Mm-hmm. His turn, huh?
We're stuck in traffic.
This is so bad.
What's our ETA?
We're gonna miss the band. Charlie needs me there.
I know. What? You're feeling feels.
I don't feel feels.
Okay, fine. You're making noises.
I'm making noises. Sometimes I grumble.
Yeah, I know. I try to capture them as much as I can. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Expectations?
I think Nick needs to be there for Charlie more than Charlie needs Nick to be there for him.
Wait. Nick
needs to be there for Charlie.
Yes.
More than Charlie needs Nick to be there for him.
So this is more important to Nick than it is to Charlie.
No. But I think the being there thing.
Yeah.
I think Charlie will muddle through.
Yeah.
All right.
But you feel like Nick will, I guess, feel hurt by not being able to be there?
No. Probably like he let Charlie down.
Okay. Yeah, no.
And then there's like catastrophizing around that.
Yeah. So Nick is panicking because
Nick's already in panic because his favorite university is 4.5 hours away from Charlie.
Yeah. So he's been thinking about that all night. So he probably didn't sleep well.
The worst possible thing could happen is currently happening.
Yes.
And inside his brain is whee, banana control, boy. You know? So, I mean, I think Charlie's going to not feel great about it. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Okay? But I think Nick is the actual one this time that needs to be there for him to feel good about being there.
Because if I'm not here for this, then it's going to make it even worse when I have to tell the boy that I love that I'm not going to be around for a lot of stuff. So it's just going to make it even harder for me to tell you, hey, I'm thinking about picking a school that's far, far away.
It's say, hey, you might want to get used to this.
Exactly.
That's where I'm coming from with this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's the panicking.
Oh, of course.
Nick.
Of course. Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah, see?
I see that now.
Perspectives. That's why we have this channel.
I thought it was so we could go off the rails.
It's the name of our podcast.
Put your foot down.
It doesn't work that way. The yelling like going 5 miles an hour fast is going to make a lick of difference.
Are you ready to rock?
And this is about Imogen?
No sé. Like I said.
Guys, hurry up!
No ticket booth? Out of my way.
Yeah, basically.
My boy's in the band. I love you.
You did it! You're amazing!
I was okay.
I was okay.
You look so good right now.
Tell me that later during our sleepover. Goodbye, Mom and Dad.
Okay, tomorrow.
All right. Bye. He's fine. And we've got a free house.
I was about to say, come on now. That's how you have to look at it. Have you noticed the transitions have all been comic panels?
Lately?
Like this episode.
Yeah, I mean, they've done that for a while, but...
That's the first time I noticed it.
Really?
Where they've boxed it out like this.
Yeah.
About going to art school in Europe.
Wow. That's so cool.
Maybe that's what he needed to see.
Mm-hmm.
Michael. God.
He is so socially awkward. It's painful to watch.
I'm not really sure. That's interesting. It just lingered on Isaac for a moment there when Charlie was like, I'm not sure if they're dating.
Mm.
Almost like he was contemplating, like, oh, maybe you can be with someone and not date.
But you can.
Nah, we're gonna have a talk because I'm gonna go away to school.
Even if they broach that subject.
Take mine off. You sure?
I think that takes a lot of trust.
Yeah.
And growth on his part.
Absolutely.
I love you. And you are so fucking hot.
I started to tear up.
Did you?
Yeah, it was just, it's not just sorrow, but like joy as well. Sometimes it just feels good to feel, I guess not just vicariously, but just to feel.
You're fucking kidding me.
Oh my God, that's it?
So, this episode was brought to you by the good people at What the Fuck Corporation. Because they've ended this...
The letters W, T, and F.
Because they ended this like there's going to be another episode.
Yeah.
Nothing got buttoned up. 0.0 got buttoned up.
I mean, that's
nothing.
It. It's
Dude,
just 8
Ugas.
episodes.
It's right?
It's just 8 episodes. It's just 8 episodes.
But I'm not wrong, right? There's no finale to this. There's not a single period put on this whatsoever.
There wasn't even like a down point to like lift us up from. It was just like, hey,
okay, we'll see you next episode.
Goodbye.
For real. Tori and Mike, they got a thing going on. Whoop de fucking do. We figured that out a couple episodes ago.
Yes.
And Isaac is pondering that, hey, people can be together and not dating. Okay, let's see. Part of me thinks that Imogen is hot as Sahar, and maybe that came out during the concert.
Wait, what?
Hot on Sahar.
Like this time? Like now? Like present?
Yeah, I think she might start realizing some feelings. Just something in the way she looked at her and was kind of... I don't know, it's just a feeling I got.
No.
Totally
I mean, it's the same. I guess it's the same feeling that we got off of her at the end of last season.
But not for nothing. Guess what? We don't fucking know now. We don't fucking know because they ended this like it was a fucking regular episode.
I don't know. I'm Marvel has taught me to like get to the end of the credits.
Are you like
no? There's nothing there. There's
nothing there.
There's nothing there. It's just a Netflix end.
Well,
yeah, and then like here's the international dubbing.
Okay. What a interesting way to end a series, potentially. I mean. What's the author's name?
Alice Oseman.
Alice, you must know something we do not know. Because, I mean, that's not a season finale.
Oh, wait. Yeah. That's
how she ended that book?
That's how the latest volume ended. So technically, the show has caught up to the very end of what is published. This is Game of Thrones all over again.
No, because Game of Thrones was like all of the loose ends were tied up very poorly.
Yeah.
The exception is Jon Snow.
I'm talking about the fact that like the show overtook. No, the show overtook the books. I never watched it, but
we're not gonna get into it.
Fine, anyway. Fine. But pretty much at the very end of this is pretty much like just them in bed.
That is very much like drinking an entire bottle of bourbon and not getting drunk.
I mean,
okay, so here we are.
We pretty much caught up to the end of volume 5.
Okay, cool. So here we are. We started this Odyssey a little over 2 months ago. Watching Heartstopper, reacting to Heartstopper.
No, exactly 2 months ago.
Yeah,
exactly.
Our last React episode potentially However, outside of Q&A, because that's not a react, that's Q&A.
Of Heartstopper.
Of Heartstopper.
Yes.
How do you feel after that?
I mean, I wanted to cry at the beginning of like them coming together. I will say that the ending leaves me in an unresolved feeling, but I'm okay with that because I know that there is more story to come. I mean, at least there's more story to come, like
in print.
And I want to say, like, what is? Oh, look, it's a timeline. Oh, look, where this book starts, where this story ends.
But what about us schlubs who are not going to read the book?
Oh no,
AKA
no.
me.
I mean, that's. I'll tell you about it. Or you know what? I'll just buy.
I want somebody Netflix to make season 4. Thank you very much.
Look. Heartstopper will conclude in volume 6. So
conclude?
Yeah. So the next volume will be the end of the author's story, and I guess maybe we're running into an issue of they can't renew a show when there's no content.
Alice, as a straight man, let's go. Let's pick up the pace. Okay.
No. I think it's already being uploaded to our Tumblr, or wherever.
Is Tumblr still a thing?
Well, it started on Tumblr. I'm assuming it's on Tapas by now.
What? What's the top?
TAPAS. It's a.
I know what Tapas is. That makes me hungry.
Yes. It's a platform where like webcomics go.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, let me say thank you. For
are you talking to me or the camera?
No, to you, directly to you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still talking to the author.
Thank you for sharing this with me in the beginning. Like most things drama, I kind of recoil from it.
Yeah.
But as you saw, it grew on me.
Yeah.
And here I am feeling very unresolved. And like you, I'm fine. It's not going to affect my day.
No, but I mean, I will look forward to if there's another season, and if there's another volume,
Mm-hmm.
and regardless, I'll at least I know what to get your daughter as a future birthday present.
What, the books?
Another volume.
Yeah. Well, but if they do ever come out with another season, you know your boys are going to react to it, right?
Well, yeah.
Wow.
There
so
you go.
Anticlimactic.
Yes. In an, I guess, no resolution of hanging threads. Because the thing is, like, we don't know. Well, I guess I could read ahead to Nick and Charlie and find out, but
again, this episode was ended like there were already other episodes in the can.
Yeah, but the thing is, I didn't realize. I guess I didn't remember that this is also how Volume 5 ends. So we caught up.
It took us a few months, but we caught up, gals.
No, I don't mean us. I mean like the show.
I know. I mean,
well, I mean, we also caught up because now we're done with season 3.
Yep.
And then now I need to catch up on editing video.
All the editing.
Oh God.
So we shall see you on the next piece of content.
Well, we will have the Q&A.
We'll have the 2 Q&As for season 1,
season 2, and season 3.
And season 3.
Yeah.
All right, we already did season 1.
Yeah.
We need to do 2 and 3.
Yep.
I think the next piece of React content, Top Gun in December.
Top Gun December. And that gives everyone the opportunity. So pretty much the end of November. So if you guys can add your comments, questions, recommendations on
we are paying attention to what you guys are requesting. We're paying attention. We're taking all that information together and saying how many times has this been asked for? How many times has that been asked for?
Exactly. So in all of our season 2 and season 3 episodes, whatever it is that you can put down there, we will go through it and we will pull out comments and questions and we will use that for our Q&A.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see you guys then.
So help us do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe.
Tell your family. Tell your friends. The boys at GVSV are getting it done, baby.
Join us on this adventure. 1, 2, 3, let's go.